Okay, we are going to start assembling the record boom, which is a kit by itself. Has a lot of parts. I don't know how many exact, but we'll find out in a few minutes. A few minutes for me, a few seconds for you. So let's get to laying these parts out. It will be built off camera, but I will just show progress videos. All right, let's lay these parts out. Welcome back. We will assemble the record bed in this video. Of course, it will be off video. Then I'll just show progress. But there's the two main pieces of the boom. There's the evergreen styrene strips that you need. All comes with the kit, supplied by Jamie Ray Mueller down at Mo Aluminum. Also comes with the photo etch detail set. Here are all the small parts. There are 83 parts, 29 pins. Again, as I say, this is a kit of its own. We'll take a quick look at the instructions to see what we'll be doing. Let's set up. Look at that. These are the instructions that was provided with it through the computer. It was a PDM. This is how my finished one would look. I did not get that bed. I chose to use my own bed. I would make my own. So let's scroll through these real quick. As you can see, the different assembly. Let's get it in here a little bit better. There we go. And you see the different assembly procedures. You can zoom in on it if you like. Here's a little more of the different pieces. I said there are a lot of pieces, little small pieces. I will have to assemble this over here at my office desk, seeing that the instructions is in the computer. They are not printed out. You see even more running the ropes. There's even more. This will be a good kit. Nice challenge. I've never done one before. I've done records, but not to this type of detail. It's like a lot of detail, and it's going to be good. As we continue to flip through the instructions here. Again, like I said, I did not buy the bed. I just modified the AMT bed. As you can see down in the corner there. On how they made theirs, went the wrong way. Now it's getting a little wonky on me. There you go. You can see the bed. I just modified the AMT bed to get one to look like that. There's more of the assembly, some with painted parts. Chains. I did not see any chains, but I do have chain. This does look like it will be a pretty extensive kit. Will take my time putting it together. The only downside is it is cast resin. Very nice. That's not the downside. Downside, I got to use super glue. Not a fan of using super glue. It's messy. At least when I use it, it's messy. So it will probably be a slow build. I already had the chassis and everything marked out. As you see, very detailed instructions. Outriggers. That's it for the instructions right there. So I will get to starting on this very soon, and I do a little update when I get back on the other side of the shop of the Mac with the engine. Progress on that's nearly done. Setting it in the frame and whatever else. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, we got the Mac E9 painted up, detailed, about as good as I'm gonna do it. I did run injection lines, big oil line, smaller oil lines. We'll just see what the left side looks like. fairly close to the picture. The front, which you really can't see in the picture of the real one because there's a big fan right there blocking. So I just guesstimated what it is. Still need to find what looks to be a compressor that goes right there. Here's the right side of the engine with the oil filter starter. Got the wire from the alternator, compressor lines. So this is it for the engine. I'm gonna call it done. Looks better than nothing. The diesel, yeah, I dig it. It's good enough. It's not naked. It looks like something. So there'll be a little bit of detail sitting in there. Next, all I have to do is drop it into the frame rails here. I do still just have the hood roach clipped on. So, because I'm not ready to work on that yet. But yeah, the engine is ready to go. I will make a dry shaft because the dry shaft that comes with these are way too long since this is shortened up a little bit. So that'll do it for this right now. Back to working on the wrecker boom system. As you see, I am making some progress on it. Those are the parts that still need assembly. I have assembled a few parts. Got the tower, the tow bar, other little parts, part of two of the cables. I ain't quite sure. I don't forget what they call them. Brain freeze at the moment. Two of the legs. Here's the other two that we're working on. Actually have to bend the goose heads. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah. Gotta bend those. They are photo etched. And this project did take some tools. Need the snippers, blades, drill bit, super glue, which I don't prefer to use, Dremel tool, pencil. These pliers here, had to bend circles, so I got some of these. Also had to put this in effect because these pieces are not cut to length. Well, at least the couple that I've used weren't cut to length. So the project isn't as hard or complicated as I thought. I do believe the most complicated part is going to be painting this, because some of these sub assemblies is going to have to come back apart, but at least I know how they go together and all the pins fit. So I'll be back with a little more of an update later in this video. Okay, got the engine in the frame rail sitting about right, about how it look. Got that in. The radiator's in. Still have to run the radiator hose. As you can see, there it is. Still got to do a little work to the front suspension. I need shocks. I should have some. And still have to hook up the steering. Okay. Be right back with a mock-up and we'll end this video. Okay, here's a crude mock-up, but we do get an idea of what it will look like. A lot of the wrecker is assembled. The boom, tower part, whatever they call that. Not quite sure of all the technical names, but a lot of that will be taken back apart for paint. But I have made the executive decision. Some of these parts will stay together. I am not going to have this operable, because with everything being pinned, once you get paint on some of these parts, they will not go back together. So the wheels will take the drums out. All that stuff just snapped in. You can't see the pins and how everything is pinned in. The collars are loose, so they will, because it is two separate booms, so we'll swing out. Got the sheep head. I showed them earlier. They're done. I will leave those together because those are some of the parts that once I put some paint on, they're not going to go back together. So I'm going to end this video right here with this final shot of the mock-up. We'll do some paint and see how that comes out. Until next time, thanks for watching.